What's up, FTK family? Welcome back to another episode of For the Kingdom, where we talk all things faith, love, kingdom growth, and having those tough conversations. We're your hosts, Faith and
Corin.
And today we're talking about spiritual battles. Now, before you click off,
Don't you dare click off.
before you click off, we're just talking about how a Christ-centered life does not mean a life without difficulty or temptation, and how, you know, from personal experience, living in sin, it was fun until it wasn't. So,
Talk about it.
Corin, we always mention, you know, the club scene and how
We're famous for that.
How the drink. Buy you. So, like, talk about your personal experience. Like, how it was it was fun until it wasn't.
Yeah,
it was a vibe, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I wanted to do a lot of things that I was doing. I wanted to drink. I wanted to go to the club. I wanted to. Now, well, I ain't gonna say that, but it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that I did want to do, and I did. So I'm not gonna sit here, like I said, and be, seem like
no gun was pointed to my head in the making of those experiences.
Like she said, we went to the clubs. I was a drinker. Jesus.
Sound like Dr. Phil.
It's like, what's it called? The double A?
Triple A. No, double A.
Double A?
AA.
Yes. Yes, I sound like that. I don't want to sound like that, like I'm at a meeting, but I did drink and stuff.
The first step is admitting it.
I did it. I did do it. But yeah, I mean, and as far as like people I was with and stuff, I wanted to be around certain people that I knew was going to have fun with me. Yep. So, I mean, yeah, I think I had fun, y'all, honestly. Like she said, until it wasn't fun.
A blast was had. Yeah. Not even just the clubbing and drinking, like sneaky links, driving, sitting the look, going to Netflix and chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun, like the rush when you somewhere you ain't got no business being. Like, okay, what if they check the location? What if my mama ride by? It was a rush. I was scared, but I was trying to have fun at the same time. You know, it was fun.
It was fun.
So I'd be lying if I said like, man, because in the beginning when I started like having a relationship with God and people ask me to talk about my testimony and everything, I'll be like, I'll be in the clubs and I'll be thinking, man, why am I here? Like, I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. Okay, talk about the times where it was fun.
Talk about before that.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't always, I don't need to be here. Yeah. But yeah, time was had.
The time was had, y'all.
It was in those days. So, coming off of that, let's talk about how, even though we're pursuing a relationship with Christ now and it's, going strong, how temptation is still very present.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think we are human. I always say that, but it's true. As a female in particular, that time, around that time of the month, it gets a little wicked.
Wicked.
It gets a little crazy. I've had to tell my friends to pray my strength in the Lord.
Yeah, strength with a T.
Yeah. So it gets a little crazy. Somebody, I bring this up all the time because it's one of my pet peeves. Somebody flicked me off on the highway. I'm ready to get down. But things like that. I mean,
not even just anger during that time, like lust, baby.
You look at and this is the thing. It's not even just about at the clubs. It's not about. It could be at church. That's probably now more so where it can be.
Because you got more potential. Because
you know what I'm saying?
I just gotta see your fruit.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'll say church, grocery stores, football games, but it doesn't matter. So I definitely. Ooh.
Now, yeah, your lifestyle has changed, but those temptations can still arise.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say though, I've also had to kind of look at, like you said, building that relationship with God now. What and reflect on, like, is something that I'm doing keeping me on one side versus the other? So, like, do you feel like there are things that you may be doing or you maybe have recently just stopped doing that kind of pulled one side? So, I want to maybe get a close relationship with God, but I'm still doing this. You think of anything?
I would say, honestly, now that I'm pursuing a relationship, when I do have those temptations, I kind of get hard on myself. Yeah. Like, am I not praying enough? Am I not reading my Bible long enough? Because why am I still being tempted to do this? I know real. God hates this. He doesn't hate me. I know he hates this, like, sin. So why am I feeling like that?
Yeah. Oof.
But they have to realize, no, I'm going to be tempted today. He come back. We're going to face temptation.
Absolutely.
It could be different temptation. It don't have to be the same temptation you've been struggling with. Like, you're going to be tempted.
Yeah, I mean, I think temptation has evolutions. Like we said, like, okay, we might have been attracted to that man at the club and wanted that. Now, granted, looks, I mean, if you look good, it don't matter where you're at. But I'm saying, like, we might have given that more of a chance, that man more of a chance versus at church, where now it's changed. Like, okay, you have potential, like you said, so you still look good. It's just in a different arena. So that's evolved in a way.
And also, you have to look at what am I calling spiritual warfare? That's actually the consequences of my own actions. That clocked me.
Clocked that too.
Because it's like, is it that you being attacked by the devil? You don't want to pray, or you stayed up to 3 a.m. on the phone cake? Yeah, bro. And then when I get attacked in my dreams, like if I have something, like I have a lustful dream, something wrong, somebody getting knocked down or something. It's like, is this the devil, or did you binge watch The Oval and let it play as you slept?
Yeah.
Now, what did you watch before bed?
And the music.
It's like, Faith, you opening yourself up to this temptation.
I think one of the things though, which is a good thing, once you know what's tugging at you, I think you become responsible for it.
Definitely.
Like my pastor always says, God doesn't judge you off of what you don't know, it's what you do know. So if you know that TV show or that song getting you like that, you now responsible for that. So I think, just being aware in that way is a really good thing. Yeah, that's good.
Because everything ain't the devil.
It's not.
We love to say the devil is busy and all this stuff.
I'm busy. I've been busy. Yeah,
I'm the red flag.
Yeah,
I'm out. Yeah. And I also realized that there will be times where you just simply don't feel like walking this thing out. Like you don't feel like praying. You don't feel like reading your Bible. You don't feel like being nice to the waitress that gave you pure HE double hockey sticks.
Real.
And you have to acknowledge that. Like, I don't feel like doing this today. I don't feel like being kind and giving grace. But it's a tug of war.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. Jesus, I'm sure he didn't feel like doing a lot of stuff either. But he didn't want to have to carry that cross, but he had purpose behind it. So the other side of him, that other side of the war or the tug, he was like, I'm just gonna do it for that reason, so they have that life. So I mean,
even if you don't believe, like, you may not feel like brushing your teeth in the morning, but please do it.
Hello.
You may not feel like showering.
I bet you that money will make you get up for work.
I bet it do.
The bills gotta be paid. You gonna get up for work,
and if the check don't hit, you gonna raise HE. You
gonna hit. Yeah. So I've been there though.
You gonna hit. I just not got that. Yeah. Coming in swinging.
I've been there though, y'all. Like when you just like she said, you don't want to pray and stuff. Like, and then I have to figure out. Okay, Corn. If you're continuously, you may not feel like it, but now you gonna still scroll and do other stuff. At least if you don't feel like go to sleep or something.
But that's the thing. You can't be led by your feelings. Yeah. I forgot what that girl said. She said feelings are great something. She said they're poor navigators. Like they're good indicators, but poor navigators. You can't be steered by your feelings.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And that's honestly discipline. Something that I have struggled with. Like doing what's right or doing what you need to do, regardless if you feel like it or want to or not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But look, can we talk about that for a second though? Like the disappointment of like the ups and downs of discipline. Like you may be doing really good, and then you go back to where you used to be. That's so frustrating to me. And I be hard on myself about it, y'all. Like eating well or something. Okay, I was disciplined. I did it for 3 months, and I let 3 weeks go by and I ain't did it. Like that, I don't know. That stuff like that bothers me because it's just like, I don't know. Can you lose discipline that way? Yeah, I guess. You can. The
guilt feels worse than like the guilt of, hey, I just went back to that.
Yeah,
and I know.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. That lasts longer than whatever you just did.
Mm-hmm. Real?
Yep. Especially with like sexual stuff. It's like, as soon as you get done, I'll be like, why did I just? Yeah. The flesh was having a blast at the time.
Oh, absolutely. That I that's just a transparent moment. Like Faith knows a lot of things about me, and it's true. I enjoyed the stuff in the moment.
Mutual.
I mean, that's all I can say, y'all.
But the spirit was grief. But
yeah. So let's get into relationships. I guess we'll talk about friendships first. Like, do you with the people around you, do you feel like they are pulling you more towards Christ, or do you think it's kind of harder to be around them?
They push me more towards Christ. But my friends that I was clubbing with and drinking with, you don't have to, every time you don't have to cut them off. Like, we just do different things now. We go to lunch and we brunch and the movies. Like, we do stuff like that now. Now, God is telling you, hey, gracefully disconnect or just like put some space, separate from this person. Okay, do that. But a lot of times, just change your routine that you change what you have in common.
That's a good point.
Like at first, we had the club and getting drunk in common, but now we just we chill, we hang out.
I think. What
about you?
I would say the kind of the same thing. I think it's important to once you are growing and evolving, and we talked a little bit about this in our friendships episode. If you have people around you that are growing too, they're not gonna pull the other side of the rope. So they're not gonna be against you. It's gonna you're gonna grow and you're gonna evolve. You're gonna be able to maintain those things. So like you said, kind of though, sometimes your friendships you don't always do the same exact things, or you might change up how you do it. So I think just knowing your boundaries in that way of kind of we can do these things together, but this thing, if you want to continue to do this, I can't, because that's just not for me anymore. So I think
it's honestly torture though.
Yeah,
like trying to hold on to that. Not even just the friendship, but the things y'all had in common that you don't want to do anymore. I went to the club maybe on 2 occasions where I was sober and everybody else was tipsy and drunk. That was the worst. That was complete torture.
Oh,
you getting bumped, drinks getting spilled on your shoes getting stepped on, fights breaking out.
It's always a fight, y'all. It's always a fight. It's always a fight going on. Yeah.
But it's torture because I'm not having fun. I was when I had me some liquor in the system, but now I'm not having fun
because you're not drinking. Well, I mean, you did better than me because I never went and didn't drink. So in that way, and I feel like my personality, like now, I'm just like I never needed to drink to have fun, but in that environment, I felt like I did. So
I mean, I did too, because college, that's like a highlight of your college experience. Getting drunk, going to parties, all that, especially in Alabama, T-Town.
Ooh, Lord,
the strip. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just a part of college. This is what you do, but that's not something you're not obligated to party and get drunk. That's not something you want to do.
Yeah, but I would say at a certain point, the friendships I would say me being in those environments just wasn't fulfilling anymore. So that's kind of where that kind of switched. But I did, like she said, enjoyed it in the moment. So yeah.
What about romantic relationships?
Before y'all go to that, subject on
Tug of War.
Tug of War.
Tug of War. And one of my favorite podcasts is The Pivot. Shout out to The Pivot.
Shout out.
When do you realize when you pivoted and realize this tug of war was spiritual? We wrestling not against
flesh and blood.
Because you was talking about friendship, in the flesh. So some kind of way, it was spiritual. It was spiritual the whole time. But when did y'all pivot, or how did you pivot to realize that, hey, that club thing that I don't like no more, it ain't me, it's something that happened? Elaborate.
I think when I noticed the emptiness in me, and I said, okay, the things that I keep doing, it's not replenishing me. It's not like pouring back into me, or like I can't feel the difference of feeling better. I don't know how to really word that, but I think once I felt that, and I knew, because I think all along I knew that it was more of a spiritual thing. I didn't really maybe know like what exactly it was, but I grew up in church, so that foundation of like, you know, you always hear like you need to know God and all this stuff, and I knew like, yeah, you do, but I think just going back to that too, of knowing like and hearing that's what your foundation is supposed to be. So I was like, well, maybe that's what it is. And so, like I said, going back with the emptiness, I was like, the stuff that I'm doing, like I come back home and at first I was enjoying it. At first I wanted to do it, but it got to a certain point I was like, I'm leaving that place more drained than you know before I went. So I think that was the transition for me, just kind of noticing that it was just empty. So.
I agree, but it took something scary
So I didn't have
for
no
me
scary
to
experience.
So in college, remember I said fights broke out. Me and one of my friends, we were at the bar getting a drink. It was about to close, shut down. That's about to start playing Melodies from Heaven. So my other three friends, they were in the middle of the club. And I'm at the bar and somebody says, Faith, come over here, get over here. And I'm like, what? And next thing I know, a punch got thrown, drinks flying, and people getting detained outside on the strip.
Detained.
And it didn't end there. Like, that transferred to the apartment because they was texting because they wanted a rematch. And I was just like,
the rematch is nasty.
I ended up trying to mace somebody. My friends fighting. The mace flew back on me.
Oh my lord! No.
Yeah, it was like, bruh, it was crazy. It was like a brawl.
Oh lord!
And I was like, dang, like all this from a fight because people tipsy, don't know how to handle their liquor and all this stuff. Like, this ain't for me. Like, I ain't go back to the club a few months after that. I went back again, but it just slowly faded out. But it took something scary like that. Like, dang, I could have got detained by the police. I could have went to jail. I could have, like, shots could have run out, all that stuff. It's just, it's not worth it. Now, a fight can happen anywhere. But when you mix alcohol and you get bumped and you want to throw a punch, yeah. Like, it's something that's preventable. Yeah.
So,
it did.
One more.
It shook me up.
So, we've been talking about last week and this week that the things that we used to do ain't fun no more. So, are we having fun now?
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Listen, I said this in the Friends episode. I'll be having fun, y'all. I love to laugh. I love to do things. Now, I guess fun looks different for everybody, right? I mean, I guess. And the things that maybe you like to do. I think that's one of the things that kind of prevented me from crossing, if so to speak, if you will, to the other side of the walkway was that like my life is not gonna be fun anymore. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do certain things anymore. I'm not gonna be able to drink no more. Okay, I can't go to the club. Okay, I can't do this. Okay, I can't do that. But really, walking with God is just so much more freedom in that your personality don't change just because you closer to God.
Talk about that.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You can still laugh and have fun. Like, I'm gonna cut up. But I love the Lord, so I think my want-tos have changed. And so when you get to know God in that way, you don't desire the same things. But I mean, I don't look down on people for who still do those things. I'm not being funny. I'm just different. I just changed my perspective. So
I think some people do think you have to change your whole personality once you come to Christ. Like, you can't crack a smile, you can't crack a joke.
And you got to talk about God 24/7. Can we talk about sports or like how's the weather? Listen,
bruh.
Like, yeah.
Because now my jokes, they're less perverse, but I'm still gonna pop me a joke.
You know, I love TikTok.
Adjustments.
TikTok is something, you know. So, like, yeah, I mean, like we talk about all the time, just doing certain things. You don't have to. You can do other things besides go to the club and stuff. I mean,
and church.
And church. I mean, that
talked about concerts last episode. Concerts, going out to eat.
Yeah.
So, it is fun. It's more fulfilling too. Like, it's not just fun. Like, I feel like my life is more meaningful, purposeful now.
I don't have to come back home with shame. Because that's why
guilt and condemnation.
Yep. So I definitely say it's more fun. Yeah.
So how did that change with or how have you seen like a tug of war in romantic relationships?
Well, I think just we always talk about, you know, what I used to like. And granted, I would say the things I like are maybe somewhat the same, just less perverted. So I still want a good looking man. Hello. I mean, I still want a man that, you know, makes money, has a good job. I'm just not after the money. Like, it's different. Like, it's certain things that have changed. It's just a different perspective. I would say now it's just like, one of, you know, a man who walks with God, but that also came with me changing. So my desires have now changed because I've changed. So I'm trying to think like how's the tug of war. I think just maybe my desires changing, like me giving God that kind of opportunity to change my want tos, and so that's kind of changed how things affect me. So we talk about the lust thing, which it's still there, but it doesn't have such a stronghold on me anymore as it used to, I would say. So things like that, I guess. What about you?
When you said lust, you know the Bible says, you know, flee sexual morality. It doesn't say fight. Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Can't do it.
I'm gonna go over there. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't gonna do nothing. That is
dumb. Been there.
We just watching TV.
So. Woo!
We TV watching y'all.
The TV showing up watching y'all. And y'all not asleep, so yeah.
But I know, like, now with the relationship with God, I want a godly man. That look good. Can't leave that out. I want a good looking godly man, but there is temptation to settle. Like, if a cute guy, if a handsome man is in my DM or he on the street, hey, look, maybe not that, but it is tempting to be like, okay, give him the number, add me on Snapchat.
You get my.
I talked about that in the first episode, I think. Riff. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
No, that's real, bro. Like, I mean, yeah. I think it was easier for me to settle for like the worldly aesthetic of the list of things. Like, okay, he got to be this, and this. And when I let go of that image of what I thought I needed and got what God wanted me, or He showed me what I actually needed, just changed my perspective. I didn't have to fight like with the people that weren't for me or that I didn't need anymore. So that kind of changed, yeah.
I don't know why this is. It's not random, but even with family relationships, like if you are wanting to become a Christian, but your family, they say they're gonna disown you if you do that, or they're gonna drop you. That's a tug of war.
Absolutely.
Like, do you go on and make this lifestyle change, or do you not to preserve relationships with your family?
I mean, I'm being honest, y'all. Like, family is a big thing for me. So I'm sure everybody wants the support of their family. So like
with anything, not just
with anything,
faith based.
So
yeah,
that's a hard thing for sure.
Because I used to be someone that thought like, okay, whatever my mama says is right. Like, it's a go. Like, she said, go here, go to this college, go to school, get this major. Like, that's what it is. But what if I want to do something else? Well, she want me to do business. I want to do nursing.
Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, no, that's a real thing. I've never personally, I think, well, definitely not in the spiritual aspect. I've never had that happen. Where it's like, okay, don't do this, or, you know, out of spiritual reasons. So,
yeah. But that's very real in family, too.
Has it happened to you, though? Like, even not spiritual, but like natural things, like you should do this, and it's kind of a pull?
I think I put my mama in like the place of God. Like, whatever she say, whatever she want, that's what I should do. You know, not to say of mama that she don't want my best interest, but it's like I need to be able to think for myself. I can't always just ride on her coattail. Yeah, like what she would do. So
I agree with that. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit of the spiritual aspect. I was thinking about, you know, this whole topic, and the first thing that came to mind, you know, in them cartoons where it be the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other one. Y'all, like, yeah, that's some real stuff. Like, that's actually real.
That's not just a.
It's not just a cartoon, y'all. Because I mean, I guess what do people say? Like, it's just their conscience. Like you said, like something's telling me to do this. And this. It's really God. It's really the godly aspect. But I would say, like, even think about how valuable we are. That both the devil and God want us and fight for us. Like, that's
we act like you a big deal.
Yeah,
act like you a big deal.
Hello, we carry a little something. So yeah,
something that helps me is remembering that Jesus. I mean, we look at his death and his crucifixion, but like, Jesus lived for 33 years, and fully God, fully human, walking the earth. He was tempted. Read Matthew 4. That man was tempted right after he got baptized, which is of course after that. So right after he got baptized, he went into the wilderness for like 40 days, 40 nights. No food, no water, and Satan tempted him like 3 times. or maybe the whole 40 days. I don't know.
Was the whole 40 days?
Some, but yeah, Jesus was tempted.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then change. Jesus was tempted, but he didn't give in to the temptation. So that's exactly what God wants from us. Like, yes, he knows we're going to be tempted to go back to old ways or start a new way. Just don't give into it.
I would say, like, yeah, go ahead. I would say definitely, like, tugging, I think it shouldn't equate to shame. Like, we shouldn't, because we feel like I want to go do this, we shouldn't shame ourselves and be like, this is unnatural. Like you said, Jesus went through the same exact thing. So I think just having grace in that way for ourselves to be like, okay, this is a normal thing, and change your mindset of like, why does this keep happening to me, versus, okay, I can actually overcome this. Jesus did it. So I think I've adapted that kind of mindset.
But also that God will provide a way of escape. That's in 1 Corinthians chapter 10. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to man. So it's not unnormal or abnormal that you're going through temptation. But God is faithful. He won't let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. And He'll provide a way of escape. It's up to us to choose the way of escape.
So is a tug of war an example of God's presence?
Yes. I'm going to say yes. Because I think it's Paul. I think it's Romans 7. He was saying, like, when he wants to do good, evil is always there. And so it's always a constant battle of like, okay, I want to do good. I also want to do this. So like, for you to have the mindset of, okay, even though these bad thoughts of me going against what I know is good, God is still there because the thoughts are there to do it.
He never left.
He never left.
Right.
Yeah.
So in changing the way you think and being big on words, I think sometimes a tug of war can be looked at something bad. But if you look at it and say, wait, no, a tug of war means God is present. The worry comes if you're not struggling.
Auntie, wait a minute.
10
Wait a minute.
Cook. Let her cook.
with paprika.
Hey, do that.
Onion powder.
Yeah.
Yes. That's good.
If you sometimes we struggle with the back and forth, including myself, and you forget that, man, no, you should be concerned when you're not.
Ooh.
When you're not struggling, when you know you're doing something, he's like, wait a minute.
The reprobate.
Yeah, that's
not probate.
Having a tug of war, because when you guys were talking before, I was thinking about lifting weights, or even like in the ground. Things have to get disrupted in order for growth, right? Because if it's not being disrupted, you're in the same place.
And that's not comfortable.
Right, so it's back to the other episode, right, about a purpose over comfort. So that tug of war is presence of growth. So change the way you look at it. It's like, wait, if I'm tugging and warring, if I'm tugging and warring, if I can see the light, as long as I see God, and even if I don't know the answer, God, you know my intent. My intent is to serve you and be your vessel. Then you'll always go in the path that's in alignment. It may not be, the exact way somebody else would do it, but God knows your heart.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's just another way to see it.
Hold on,
to see it in a way that's going to elevate you.
You need a mic?
Yes, mic up.
Yeah.
She lit.
So Auntie basically said if you exercise the muscle, it'll grow.
Yeah. I'm gonna see.
So that faith muscle will grow.
I ain't gonna do that.
In that tug of war.
Because that happened to me so many times. Like, I'd have been the war in the spirit, praying before bed, and still get attacked in my dream with lust. And I just wake up and I'm thinking, I don't do that no more. So of course you guys plague my dream with that.
And then like, God, why? God, why is this happening? Like, no, God, what you trying to show me? Where we going, God? As long as you saying, why, God? Like, oh, you missed it. You never get it. Come on, like if I'm with you and you're struggling, not that He wants you to struggle. I'm not saying that God needs struggle, but as long as you're fighting and trying to figure it out, God, what do you want me to see? What do you want me to see? You see it, then you go on to the next. So
if He allowed you to see that, He obviously knows you can pass the test.
Right.
You won't go back to it.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
It's gotta be done. He already said it's done.
And it is
coming
so.
to agreement.
And it is so.
And it is so.
God, you said.
Listen, I'm gonna say that every time. God, now we
got a
talked
point.
about some stuff.
Do this point.
We talked about some stuff. Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
So when I think about some relatable Bible characters, when it comes to this, I think about David. Because David, man after God's own heart. wrote most of the songs, everything. But David, he had a little balcony incident.
a little balcony.
A little balcony.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
man of the God's own heart, defeated Goliath, the bear, the lion, everything. Love
King.
God. Love God down. But he looked over his balcony and watching a woman bathe. He supposed to be at war. He ain't even supposed to be at home.
Then
He
killed
look
her.
over his balcony. Yeah, look over his balcony. The woman bathing. He sends for her because he want to knock some down. And he want to crack.
I'm not gonna say
I'm
that.
not gonna say
supposed-
that. Yeah,
Yep.
he wanted to crack something.
Yep.
And the woman gets pregnant. And wait, she's somebody else's wife. No, can't leave it.
That's the first. Yeah.
Yeah. So after he finds out that she's pregnant, he basically makes arrangements for the husband to be offed at war. And yeah.
Offed.
So it's like
That's right.
you're a man after God's own heart, you know, king of Israel. But my body, I'm feeling stuff. She look good. She's taking a bath.
That pool. But you know, I think that's. I guess this happened after. I think so.
Let's
Go
expand
ahead.
on that.
Okay.
And I got the power to get rid of him. So how do you? He had a whole lot going on with that, right? The balance of I'm lusting, I see something I like, and the choice to do something different in several ways. Like he actually made a decision to get, like you said, get him to off the guy. Like, what do you do with power? The tug of war power. Like a lot of times we say we want these things, right? You see, you want these things. What you gonna do when you get power? It's easy to say, "Oh, he shouldn't have done that," or "She shouldn't have done that." They had a position of power. It's different when you're in that position. Those are real decisions to make.
Yep.
Because for him, that was easy. I have a position that, if he go to war, he on the front line. I mean, the likelihood of him living is good.
Ain't nobody gonna find out because you got
Right. So it's the tug of war. A lot of times, I think people think the tug of war happens at different levels. Like you know, when you're young and when you don't have abundance. No, tug of war happens. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you have it? What are you gonna do when you have it? What are you gonna do when you're looking your best and you see somebody? How do you give that encouragement? Or when somebody piss you off, right?
right.
When they cut you off and it's like, man, I can see you. Like, I legit see you.
Or like you
You
just
be graceful in that time, right? Like, I'm mad because you cut me off. Like, I had a bad. I didn't see you.
Oh Jesus!
But you've already gone off. You missed the mark to be godlike in that moment because you were irritated for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And also with what you said, like we need to stop looking at pastors and preachers as if like, oh, you're called to a higher standard. Like you definitely should be tempted or sinning. David was the king of Israel.
Right. Well, how much?
Literally.
How
So
do
whether
you-
you just attend church or you the preacher, the pastor, I shouldn't look down at you because you being one of them.
I followed the line Richard in was saying she's a brick house.
But see what that is, what David did watching her over that balcony, that's just modern day pornography. Is it not? You watching a woman bathe? It's
Pretty
the same
much.
trick.
Yeah.
Same class. Wait, what do you say? Same class, different test? Yeah.
Class different test.
Yeah.
So, and from that perspective, what about these CEOs, these presidents of companies that are getting in trouble or being judged for some of the decisions that they've been made that are public, right?
Yeah.
Again, you know, these are examples that happened a gazillion years ago, and you can apply it to present day. So what are you going to do when you are in
Concentrate with
this
your girlfriend.
hugged up?
Yeah.
And it's like, dang.
So he saw at the job, right? Oh, man, you know what? Susie over there looking, you know what?
Exactly. It didn't start when they got caught on camera.
Yeah, this
Right.
is-
Like David, he made up in his mind he was going to stay at his palace. He didn't just see Bathsheba. He had a mind to stay on. He was supposed to be at the war.
Yeah.
With Uriah.
In the wrong place. He over there in the
Wrong
wrong
place
place. He's
at
not
the-
even supposed to be there.
Ain't no business.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes we put ourselves in a position to be tempted, honestly.
And that's what you said earlier about
The
fleeing.
devil didn't make him look at the... Y'all.
They blame the devil. Yeah, you see trying to blame the devil. No, that was you.
Yep. Solomon, how they told him, God said, hey, don't marry this group of women. What did he do?
Ooh, we
Married.
have like 600 wives and like
concubine, 300 concubines.
Yeah, it was something like
Yeah,
that.
700 wives and 300 concubines.
Power.
Because what do you?
What? How many?
Like
no,
why?
that's too many personalities.
One's enough.
Too many. Well, too many time of the months.
Bless it.
Medicine.
Just pump. Ooh, Lord
It has
bless
some herbs, some kind of herbs and spices.
it. Ooh, Jesus.
And we talking about temptation, but what about suffering? Like, look at Job.
Yeah.
He was a righteous
Joseph.
man.
Ooh,
Lost his
Talk about
livestock,
it.
lost
Talk
his
about
kids,
it. Come on.
lost his hair. He didn't lose his wife, but his wife was tripping.
You
Telling him to curse God.
I would say yeah. I'm down bad, but not that down bad.
But he was a
Curse
righteous
God.
man. Like, he lived his life to please God, and he lost all that. So
Yeah.
apparently, even the disciples, like them getting stoned and getting beaten and stuff. I can imagine they thought, or well, I would thought, dang, my life was low key easier before I started following Jesus. I wasn't
Yeah.
getting stoned and risking death.
That's pretty much everybody in the Bible. They
So
have
that's
to do,
suffering.
They have to go through something they didn't want to go through,
Yeah.
or do something like they just didn't want to do. It didn't necessarily have to be. Suffering is part of that, but well, I guess it is suffering in a way if you don't want to do it and it's pulling at you like, dang, I got to do this. I think that's a type of suffering. So like, I mean, even like Abraham. When God told him, okay, it's time to leave everything and move.
That's a tug.
Right, that's a tug.
You done prayed for this son. You about 1,000 years old.
Real, bro.
Obey God, have faith to God, or keep my son, which I
I mean,
can
we
see.
go down a list of people. I mean, Moses, Paul, like disciples, like you said, Stephen, he got stoned.
Paul got stoned, but he lived.
I mean,
Yeah. So you know, when you guys were saying it, it made me think. No matter, everybody goes through their own tug of war, and there's no level to it. Right? Some people think, well, mine is worse than yours. You don't know that.
you don't know what I can handle.
Can we stop comparing trauma? Come on now.
Me and Faith be talking about this all the time. We would tell each other different stuff, and one of the things that I shared with her was that my mom passed, and so she was like, "Well, I don't want to tell you this thing because it's not as big as yours." Okay, but what you going through is enough to take you up out of here.
It doesn't, you know
what I'm saying? Or it
belittle.
bothers you. So yeah, it doesn't belittle you just because it's smaller. Everything, everything is everything.
That's a friendship to evaluate. Put that on everything.
Yeah, put that on.
Brandy. All right.
How do you present yourself to others? If you were in a relationship with yourself, would you enjoy your own company?
So I deleted Snapchat. So me and her, we weren't talking as much because that was our main,
Form of
contact. Yeah.
Is it possible to be friends with people that are different?
I just feel like, I think I said this, a woman of her word is everything. So like, if you, right?
So it was really insecurity showing up as being a territorial friend.
And it was probably worse then, but just knowing that if you commit to something, okay, you got to stick through it. Whether it's the small stuff, hey, I'm gonna pick you up, right? That's real, because a lot of people, I would say.
FTK family, stay tuned for It Takes 3 Healthy Relationships.
All right.
We're not gonna get into that. Anything else?
Brandy and Monica going on tour, but
When? You almost, bro.
the boy's mine. May have them once, but I got them all the time. Hey, that's 2 songs.
Who's that by?
The boy's mine. You may have them once, but I got them all the time. That's 2.
You
Sign
sound
me.
good.
You remember? Okay,
Song Association? What?
we need to play that.
We
We're gonna play it
do.
on the Song Association. Okay.
You got anything else? Because we'll go.
Yeah, we'll keep going. Yapping. I would say focus on relationship instead of restrictions and rules. Like, I can't do this. I can't go here anymore. I can't drink this. Like, focus on relationship. How do you feel? Like, do you feel fulfilled? Are you satisfied with life?
Yeah.
That focus on Jesus instead of a timeline. Like, not I went this many days without.
That'll get you. Yep. That's really good.
Focus on Jesus. Like,
That's really good.
stay prayed up. Pray the word over yourself, and keep a heart of thanksgiving. Like, God, I'm not doing this anymore, but thank you that I get to walk in true freedom. Like, this sucks. This hurts.
Great.
But I'm thankful that I'm not where I used to be.
I agree with that. That's a good
And
one.
healthy alternatives. That's my last application for it. Healthy alternatives. You cut out the music that's cussing you out. You paying $5.99 for. Get some healthier music.
Yeah,
I
agree with you.
Healthy habits. But that's it.
I'm gonna actually ditto everything you just said.
Feelings mutual. But that's all we have today. If y'all enjoyed this video, give us a like, comment, a share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Tell a friend, another friend.
And remember, it's not personal. It's just kingdom business.